Alright, welcome to Gotham Music School's. Today is a day for Rockschool debut acoustic. Yeah, Rockschool debut acoustic. And it is the technical exercises. It is the day when I make you play your scales, play your chords, do things like the ear tests and the general musicianship questions. These are all really important to practice. So take advantage of these videos and make sure you're getting your scales and your chords all done, right? Because it's going to make everything so much easier. Okay, so let's start with the general musicianship questions. Instrument knowledge. All we have to do is point to the bit on your guitar that I name. Okay, so this is our guitar, obviously. Can you point, please, to the neck of your guitar? Where is the neck of your guitar? Yes, this big long bit here, isn't it, that we put our hands on? All right, good job. What about the body of your guitar? Where is the body of your guitar? Yeah, it's this big fat bit here. The tuning keys or the tuning pegs. Where are they? Where are they? Yeah, these bits up here that we turn to tune our guitar in. And what about the bridge? Where is the bridge of your guitar? Let's have a think about that one. The bridge is this bit here. Okay, so it's the bit where the strings go across on the body of the guitar. That is the bridge. So we got the bridge, body, got the neck, and we've got the little tuning keys or the tuning peg up here. Okay. All right, here we go. Another question for you then. When you tune your guitar in, what do you have to tune all of your strings to? So the top string should be, and then what about the next one? The next one, the next one, the next one, and the next one. What should all your strings be tuned into? Have a quick think about that one. And then if you're able to, shout out the answer nice and loud. So we've got from the top, from the thickest string, E, A, D, G, B, E. And the way we remember that one, if you remember, is elephants and donkeys grow big ears. Elephants and donkeys grow big ears. E, A, D, G, B, E. All right? Excellent job. Now let's have a look at some music stuff, shall we? I've got some notes here. Hang on a second. Let me just grab those notes for you. Aha, this one. Now remember, with our notes, they get written that way or that way. There is no upside down for our music notes, okay? The only reason we change them around like this is because we don't want them sticking right at the bottom of the music or right at the top of our music. So we just turn them around so the tail kind of stays in the music and it gets less messy that way. Okay? So let's have a think. What's that one? What's that one called? How many beats is that one worth? Have a quick think about it. You might be able to remember two different names for this one, because there's the traditional name and then there's the name that is used in kind of pop music and more in American music, right? So this one, the traditional name is a minim, but it's often called a half note as well, okay? That is worth 2 beats. So well done if you got both of those right. Let's go to another one. Let's have a look at that one. What's that one called? And how many beats is that worth? Could be upside down, remember? Goes either way. That's a crotchet. And again, it's got another name. It could be called a quarter note. Crotchet or a quarter note. And that is worth 1 beat. 1 beat. Yes. Right, this one. How about that one? What's that one called? Again, it'll have 2 possible names. And how many beats is it worth? So do you know? know what that one is? That one is a semi-breve or a whole note, and that one is worth 4 beats. 4 beats. So often when we see this one, the only one in the whole bar, because it will take all the beats to itself. And we've got the last little one that we're going to do. What's that one called? Again, you might have 2 names for this one. And how many beats is it? Okay, so that one is a quaver or an 8th note, and it is worth half a beat. Very often we see 2 of them together and then they are written like this. Okay, so remember, written together like that, because there's 2 of them, 2 halves make 1 whole, right? 2 halves are 1 whole. So that equals that. They are equal to each other. Okay. Excellent. So we've talked a bit about our guitars. You will get asked about those if you do the exam, and they are the kind of questions you're going to get asked. And we've also talked about our note values, which again are really important because you may well get asked to spot a specific one in your music that you're playing. Okay, the examiner might say to you, can you find me a crotchet, please? They may call it a quarter note, and you have to find one in your music. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry, I get really thirsty talking all the time. Right, so that means I should probably play something, doesn't it? That's a good idea. Right. Okay, here we go. Ear tests. Melodic recall. All you need to do, as you know by now, is tell me if the second note is higher or lower than the first note. Okay, if you're able to pop stuff in chat, feel free. It's always nice to know there are people out there playing along. If you're watching this as a video afterwards, then you won't be able to. But there we go. Still, let's have a go at this. So, second note, higher or lower, please. Here we go, number 1. And again. Okay, so what do you think? Second note, higher or lower? Play it one more time. First note. And the second. What do you think about that? Right, so that second note was actually lower than the first one. The first one again. And here comes the second one, which is lower. Right. Let's go from that note. We're going to go from that note now. So number 2, here we go. First note, second note. And again. Okay, so what do you think about that one? Is that second note higher or lower? Okay, so that second note is higher than the first note. Yeah, definitely higher. Okay, and let's do a couple more. So number 3, have a listen to this one. Again, remember to listen really carefully to both notes. That's a little bit easier, I think, that one. Second note, higher or lower? All right. So hopefully you noticed that that second note was higher than the first one. And let's do one last one. Okay, let's do that one again. So first note. And the second note. Ooh. First note. Second note. What do you think about that one? The second note that time was lower again. There we go. Right. Now, another thing that's important to be able to hear the difference in, and you don't necessarily need to do this at this level, but the next grade you do, is if a chord is a minor or a major chord. So a minor chord is the kind of sad sounding chord, and a major chord is the brighter, happier sounding chord. Okay, so let's have a little go at that. Which one do you think this is? Do you think this is sad or happy? If you think it's sad, then it's a minor chord. If you think it's happy, then it's a major chord. Now, before you decide, have a listen to this one and decide if this one is happy or sad. Go back to the other one. Ooh. All right, what do you think? What do you think about this first one, the one we started with? Happy or sad? It's quite sad, isn't it, compared to this one? That first one is a minor chord. It sounds a bit sad. And then the second one, because it's sounding brighter and happier, is a major chord. Okay? All right, excellent. Well done. Okay, let's move on to the scales and chords that we need to be doing for this exam. So, as I said, this is the technical session where I make you play your scales. That's right, you need to play them as well as your songs. Don't forget your scales and stuff. Right, we've done these a few times. Next week, we're back in school. Woohoo! So we won't be doing these videos anymore. So this is going to be the last one. So we're just going to go through every single scale, chord, and the acoustic riff. So you get to practice all of the things that we've been doing. All right? Been quite a while. We've been doing them for a bit. So I'm hoping that you all feel quite happy with these scales now. If you don't, pop stuff in chat and we can have a closer look at one of them. We're going to start with the first one, which is the C major scale. Is the one that does this. Okay. We're going to play it to the click because that's what we're going to need to do in the exam. It's at 65 beats per minute. Sounds like this. Okay, and we're going to play along on the click, trying to stay exactly on it as best we can, all right? Okay, so here we go. Let's go for the C major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Let's go again. So, are you ready? In 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Hopefully you're feeling quite happy about that one. Let's go to the next one. Next one is the E minor pentatonic scale, so have a little look at it before we play. Hello, 1 second. Same time as normal. Just answering a question in chat there. Yeah, same time as normal. So 4:15 is the next one, okay? All right, so here we go. A E minor pentatonic, which is the one that goes like this. All right. Okay, here we go. 65 BPM. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, and let's have a wait for the click. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And final time, just wait for that click to come round once more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Hopefully that's gone well. So the next one is the A minor pentatonic. This one, 0, 3, starting on the 5th string. 0, 3, 0, 2, 0, 2, and then back down. Okay, make sure you're looking at your books. Books need to be open when you're playing your songs or your scales, so you're allowed to look at them, remember. Even in the exam, you are allowed to have your books open, so it's a good idea not just to learn this stuff by heart, but make sure you can read your books while playing, okay? All right, so the A minor pentatonic at 65 BPM as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, remember to make sure you're using the correct fingers. Don't just use one finger for everything. So generally what we're doing in these scales is using our middle finger for the 3rd fret and then our 1st finger for the 2nd or 3rd fret. Okay, we are moving it there. That's the only time we do that, and that's just for the C major scale. All right. Okay, A minor pentatonic. Let's go again. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's see how well you really know your scales. So we're going to play number 1, C major, and then number 2, E minor pentatonic, and then number 3, A minor pentatonic without stopping. Okay, now if you notice, when we're playing these scales, we always finish on beat 3. So if I'm doing the C major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And if I'm doing the E minor pentatonic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So we're always finishing on 3, right? So all we're going to have a rest on is beat 4, and then we're going to go straight into the next scale. So we're going to go like this from the beginning. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, this is a challenge. 65 BPM, so it's slower than I just played it, but we've only got a rest on that beat 4. So use that to get that 1st finger ready for the next scale, okay? Here we go. C major to start with. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. A minor. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you manage to do that, then you know your scales very well indeed, and you are doing a wonderful job. So that is a brilliant way to practice to make sure you're completely happy with all your scales, because you've got a really small amount of thinking time, so you've got to know them perfectly to do that. Okay? Right, Group B chords. Let's go through these really quickly, and then I'm going to call them out and you're going to play them, okay? So we're going to go through them really quickly first. So the A chord, remember everything is squished into the 2nd fret. So we've got 1st finger on the 4th string, tucked under that one on the 3rd string, and tucked under that one on the 2nd string. And in this book, we're just playing those 4 strings. Alright? The D chord, 1st finger on the 3rd string there, 2nd fret. 2nd finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret, so just underneath it there, look. And then your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret on that 2nd string. Okay? Again, 4 strings. Next is a C chord. So 1st finger on the 1st fret there, 2nd string. And the 2nd finger goes on the 4th string, 2nd fret. 4 strings again. G is our favourite because it's so nice and easy but sounds great. So 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 1st string. Okay. The A minor is almost exactly the same as the C that we're doing at the moment. So 1st finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret. 2nd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. And then your 3rd finger tucks under that on the 3rd string fret. This time we play 5 strings though. Do make sure your book is open and you're looking at the book here, because it'll make a lot more sense to you if you're looking at my hand but also looking at the book, because it will help you just make sure your fingers are correct, okay? Right, last one, E minor. We're going to go onto the 5th string with our 1st finger there, 2nd fret, and then we're going to add the 2nd finger there on the 4th string. And yeah, we're playing all the strings there. Okay, so I'm going to call out a chord. You have to just get your fingers there and play it as fast as you can, okay? So here we go. Let's start with a G chord, please. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's our G chord. Next one, A minor chord. A minor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's our A minor chord. Let's go for a C chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go, it's a C chord. Very similar to the last one, the A minor chord. All we actually had to do was just take our 3rd finger off to get to that one. Alright, A. Just the A, not the A minor, the A chord, please. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is when you squish all your fingers into that 2nd fret. Alright. And let's go for an E minor chord. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's the E minor. Well done if you're getting these all right. And then let's finish. Let's do a D chord. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's the D chord with those fingers on the first 3 strings. Okay. As I said, doing a really good job. If you well done indeed if you are. If you're not, just make a note of the ones that you struggled on and make sure those are the ones you practice a lot over the next week or so. Okay? Right, let's go on to the acoustic riff. So the acoustic riff, if you remember, is the on page 35, same as the chords. And what we have to do is play along with the rhythm that we're given. And we are only given the first bar, which is the one that goes 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Yeah. Bum, bum, ba-dum. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. What we then have to do is lower all of that down one string. Ba, ba, ba-dum. Then put it all back up to where we started. Bum, bum, ba, bum. And then go a string lower once again to finish with, okay? Now what this does is we start playing with the key of A minor, so it sounds really nice over an A minor chord. Hang on, let me just play that again. Okay. All right, and then the next chord we have to play it over is actually the D minor. So we're going and playing it over the D minor instead there. So that's why we're changing strings, okay? All right, let's have a little go at this. Again, we've been through this a couple of times, so hopefully you are reasonably comfortable with it. That's what we need to play, okay? Again, it's at 65 beats per minute, so the same speed we were doing the scales. So if we count it, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3. So notice you're playing that second note on the and of 2, so it's like 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay? All right, let's have a go at playing that together. Are you ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that's all it is. All right, so let's go through that one more time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, and that is it. So really well done. Great job if you've been practicing your scales and your chords and the acoustic riff and everything else, and not just focusing on your songs, because these are also really important to do, and we do need to know them all for the exams, okay? All right, wonderful. I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.